very much. Yeah, thank you, thank you. A lot of times, because let's be honest, we are all extremely busy, right? The funny thing is as busy as we get, right, as busy as our schedules get, I mean, we push and push more stuff into it, and then the more we complain about it. We complain about how busy. That's nothing compared to what a 13-year-old girl is. Yeah, I'm just learning that. Wow, you got to be on your toes for that. I remember Bev telling me something once, said, don't fill up your house with boys hoping for a girl. So I decided we better stop. When you look at your life. But it's important to remember that no matter how busy we are, we have to take time to give back. And it is my first point for you tonight, and in this Wake Up to Life speech, and it is something that I truly, truly believe in. What you put out into this world is what you get back. So if you're putting out bad actions, bad attitudes, bad behaviors, well, don't be surprised in life and at your job that that's what comes back to you. Don't sit there and whine about it, because that's what you're putting out. If you're going to work only really giving it a half-hearted effort, oh, I'm just really here for the paycheck, clocking in and clocking out, I really hate this job, but I'm here. Well, guess what? Don't expect anything great to happen to you then. You know what happens? We go through lives like this. We have blinders on and we concentrate on the negatives. Somehow we can see the positives that are happening in other people's lives, but a lot of times we can't see the positives that are happening in our lives. Because we tend to focus more on the negatives. So if you're looking at the negatives, that's all you're going to see. So this 3-week program that I came up with hopefully will help you retrain your brain to try to look at positives. One positive thing that happened to you in your day. And write it down in a journal. Okay? Just one. Every day. Now here's the tough part though, is you got to write it down in a journal. What do you think you do? Oh man, 3 things. Now we're really stretching it. I don't know if we can get 3 things in one day. 3 positive things? I'm stretching it at 1. Get caught in this rut. So if you're always marking down for your morning positive, well, I drug myself out of bed this morning. Phew, that's a positive right there. Okay, but you can only use that once. Point number 3 is, it is not the nightmares that define our world. It is how we deal with those that shape our future. You're sitting there going, yeah, so, okay, you're not perfect, we know that. Nobody has to be perfect. You know what? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And for so many years, I tried to put on this perfect front. Because I was convinced that if people could see what I saw behind this wall, there's no way that anybody could love me. What I saw back here was too hideous to love. Do you have any idea how tough it is to be married to me? So 18 months ago, I hopped out of the shower and I said, guess what, honey? I decided to write a book about my life. And he goes, what? Why? So I walked away. I walked away and I went to town. I tried to talk with my friends and pretend that everything was fine, because that's what I did, was pretend everything's fine. And I went to town, and in my mind I was in just absolute panic. I had no idea what I was going to be faced with when I came home. Because guess what, people? Sometimes that's all it takes. One word, one smile, one hug. Sometimes it is the tiny things that make a gigantic difference on somebody else's life, and you might not ever know it, but it does. We're afraid. We don't want to get emotionally involved. I'm here tonight to give you a wake-up call. First of all, wake up to life. Wake up to all of the wonderful things that you have happening in your own lives each and every day. Wake up to all the blessings that happen to you on a daily basis. But then take that one step further and see what kind of wonders you can bring to somebody else's life. That's where life really happens. When we see that it's not just about me here on this earth, it's about how I can help you. You know, all of these things are things that society has painted as such negative things. So negative that we are taught to shh, hush, 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 depression. You're not depressed. Don't tell them that. That's a weakness. Shove it in that closet. Rape? Oh my gosh, you must have asked for it. Shh, don't talk about that. Put that in your closet. Guess what? That's very dangerous for them to be in your closet. Now, a lot of us have skeletons that we put in our closet because there are things that we dealt with. And that's okay, because that's already been dealt with and that's been put in there. You don't have to bring those back out. They're fine. They're skeletons. The problem is when we're shoving live demons in there, that we haven't dealt with them. That is my call to you. Will you help me? Because I can't do this alone. I'm trying to help people carry their struggles in life. Because some of these burdens are much, much too heavy for one person to bear. But I can't do it alone. So will you help me by doing your good things, by trying to see the positives, and by trying to see other people and their pain? Because you never know. That one person that we help might actually be somebody that you love. Thank you.